of Pharmacy. He will be starting with the Pharmacy, Rascal and Luffy on that duo. You look on the side of Mighty AOD, they do have the hit scan from Soldier. We'll see if Zenyatta can help him snipe him out of the sky.
And just rolling with the 2-2-2, but the Discord Orb's going to have to be on point so far now. Ursa getting jumped on, throws down that heal field, keeps himself alive, but the boot comes through, and he gets taken down. Rascal with that concussive blast just knocks him right off the map, and already KongDoo Panthera is starting to sweep their way through. The direct hit comes through onto Sleep. They take him down. Birdring, he's just going to be dashing forward, trying to find any stragglers that he can possibly get. Looking for Diem, but
that was actually really nice. Meter got onto the point. Now it's going to be a 9-9 versus 9-9, even if Mighty AOD can actually touch the point for now. Just got the Tracer in there.
Yeah, Diem having the dash through, trying to keep this alive as best as possible. Now the rest of the team getting ready to join forward. Fate already going low knockdown to about half HP. Nearing that Primal Rage, needs that massive delay tactic for his squad. Void goes forward, tosses out the self-destruct, zoning them off the point, at least for the moment. Actually finds the kill onto the enemy Winston as the sound barrier comes down from KongDoo Panthera. Can't quite keep Void alive, he does go down, but still, 5 members sitting forward, multiple ultimates available for them here as Birdring tosses out that pulse bomb, but they might not even need the rest of it as they're getting ready to come through because they're just sweeping right through Mighty AOD. They take them out, keep them off the point, and they'll go ahead and walk away with Guardians.
Yeah, the tools just weren't there for Mighty AOD.
To Night Market, then it's just going to be goodbye for their round of 8 hopes.
KongDoo Panthera haven't been opting into the Genji battles. Ursta's most played by far has been the Genji, sticking with it. Birdring's happy on the Tracer, Rascal on the Soldier. They will be going Genji-less for now.
Oh, and Kariv's going to be the first one that goes down. Birdring seeks his way into the backside, takes him out. Discord Orb right in onto Fate as he leaps forward. He'll go down as well. They do trade one onto Luffy as Ursa picks him up with the Genji play. But still, Mighty AOD suffering heavy losses yet again. And this very well just leads to that first cap through from KongDoo Panthera.
And scenarios like this are one of the reasons why we don't see Genji so much.
Back
Here comes the conga line.
Yeah, pushing forward. Void getting that boop out. There's going to be the Dragon Blade out here from Ursa, just swiping away.
Nothing so far.
Is thrown down. A little bit of damage there, but finds a kill onto wakawaka. And now the sound barrier is going to come down from Mighty AODs. They just try to hold firm in this choke point. Will be leaping back over to the point where now it's 97% accrued for them. KongDoo Panthera going to have to pile in here, but Fissure's already been taken out. Void is still dead. Not going to be able to get back in time for this one. Transcendence coming through. They managed to tag the point just at the last couple seconds here as Luffy desperately tries to keep everybody alive. But still, backs against the wall for KongDoo Panthera, trying to get onto the point, but they just won't be able to do it. Mighty AOD clean them up, and they take control center.
And I guess that's just the innate nature of when you
time around. As Mighty AOD very much keeps things the same. Birdring pushing forward, trying to get on top of that Discord and Fate, but won't really be able to find the angle, and Luffy's going to be the first one to fall.
It
so
feels
already,
like
Mighty just sweeping their way through. That should be the first cap for them as it unlocks in 3 seconds.
It feels like a replay of when we saw Night Market versus Lunatic-Hai, because in that map it was all about Ryujay Hung on the Zenyatta being taken down by Mighty AOD. We saw KongDoo Panthera try to play a very patient cap was made in all that fighting. KongDoo Panthera have taken their first claim, but it took all 6 ultimates.
Yeah, they finally managed to do it, but even then, not sure how long they're going to hold this one for. Void already using that self-destruct, just try to zone them out. He goes down. And you can see Mighty AOD posturing forward, cleaning up house, will be able to get the cap. Still 4 members dead, waiting to respawn as we go into overtime. Rascal jumping forward, but nothing you could do to mitigate against the Winston, so that should just be it. As Night Market will get finished off, a final tag in from wakawaka. The rest of the team going to try to stream in here.
It's Diva.
Yeah, Void does manage to make it in, has the Discord Orb. Smashing down that right click.
They've got no ultimates for this though, Achilles. It is really just a conga line 1 by 1.
Pulse bomb thrown out, not going to find anything here for Birdring as he desperately tries to buy time, but the overtime is just ticking down way too fast, and Mighty AOD keep their hopes alive. They take out Lijang Tower.
The target selection from Mighty AOD is worth commending. First dive has been repelled, and wakawaka 3/4 of the way to the molten core.
Yeah, nearly has it. Turret's going low, however, will get taken out, so it's going to put a bit of a stop there as far as him building up that ult charge reliably. Able to get that pop in onto ThornCut. It's going to be the sound barrier coming down from Mighty AOD, keeping everybody topped off, and then just finding kills. wakawaka and Luffy both go down. Ursa dashing his way to victory. Fissure just popped that Primal Rage off screen, finds a kill onto ThornCut, but they're still suffering heavy losses on the side of KongDoo Panthera. Already that first hit coming through here from Mighty as they continue to posture forward. Fate popping his own Primal Rage. They're just cleaning up house here, and Mighty AOD got stopped on the first push, but they get it on the second.
Yeah, this time the dive did happen. There was killing fields in the room just behind the point, meant that there was no way for them to set up once, maybe at max for Mighty AOD, but they're starting the first one now.
Luffy already goes down, manages to get that nano boost out in time. Point to see who it landed on, but already 2 pickoffs coming through as Fissure goes down. Ursa with the Dragon Blade finishes him off. Birdring dashing around, tossing out the pulse bomb, trying to get a kill here onto Sleep. Won't quite find as he continues to dash around the payload. keeping himself alive. Void popped out of the mech. Everybody from KongDoo Panthera just trying to posture forward, stay on top of this payload, stop it from connecting into point B. It's just 3.3 meters left to go as birdring dashes around, but Rascal and Void get taken out. Fissure rejoining the squad, does dash forward, already down to about half HP, goes low. He's continuously trying to push forward, but Ursa dashes through, cuts him down, finds Wakawaka as well as Luffy, the triple kill for the Genji player. Yeah, swaps back over, Discord Orb in here. On to Fissure as he goes low. They're desperately trying to keep him alive. They won't be able to do it. And now that's going to be the Dragon Blade coming through yet again as Urster is somewhat blindly swiping away through multiple members of KongDoo Panthera, trying to find the kill, but will get taken out by Rascal this time. So a bit of an exchange and a bit of a trade there, but the pulse bomb comes through. Birdring gets taken out. Two members still dead on the side of KongDoo Panthera. Void joining that count as the payload keeps pushing forward. Less than 4 meters to go as they try to hold on. Fissure, he gets the pin, but he's not onto the payload. It's still inching forward. 1.24. Nobody's there. They'll get taken out. The point gets completed. Mighty AOD showing up on the day.
And look, true dive comp here from KongDoo Panthera. They're really looking for that aerial supremacy here. The high ground supremacy with the
They just now spot that turret, so they will be able to take it out. Sleep only getting about 16% accrued for himself as he goes ahead, rotates over to the other side. Diem is here trying to body block, but he still gets the rockets through to take him out. KongDoo Panthera are going to start posturing forward as best they can, but Luffy gets sniped right out of the sky. ThornCut takes him down. That's going to be Rascal following suit.
Yeah, both of the pharmacy is down. They've taken down the turret a few times, but that's all the kill feed is really featured on the side of KongDoo Panthera.
Void manages to get that nice little kill in onto Ursa, just trying to buy some time here onto the point where they nearly have that second tick for themselves. We saw it took 2 pushes. For the side.
You can't just look at the tick meter to know where the fights are going.
Already pushing back forward here. Rascal trying to build up for that barrage as best as he possibly can. Still going to be a ways away in Fate. He's going to go ahead and get that nano boost down as he just starts zapping away, leaping into the sky, trying to find Luffy. Can't quite get the kills, gets knocked down to half HP. That's going to be the sound barrier coming down. Diem already taken out. Fate is going to fall as well as the turrets here from the side of Sleep. He'll go down, accompanying his little mechanical beast. This should just be the cap coming through here for KongDoo Panthera as they clean up.
Yeah, some ultimates available for Mighty, but the drop was gotten by KongDoo Panthera for the first time. Another toll
with this barrage. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop this out for the Tracer, but Diem has the recall, keeps himself safe. In the meantime, birdring does get a stick in onto Ursa, takes him down with a pulse bomb.
Rascal does die anyway to the Tracer, ironically.
Yeah, not going to be the greatest use of that barrage at all here, and he's still going to be sticking through with the Pharaoh, so I thought maybe he wanted to use it just so he could get the swap off, but he's going to stick through.
I actually like what he did. It looked questionable, but I think that was actually a defensive rocket barrage to actually be one of the first people on his team to look after the supports. The only reason you open up onto a Tracer is to allow a bit more breathing room for your backline, so I think he was just trying to...
Looks like the answer is going to be no, just a bit of damage. Nothing more than that. No kills coming through. Birdring in the meantime, popping that whole hog, trying to burn through them. That's going to be the Tag Visor with an nano boost coming through from Rascal. Isn't quite finding kills. Yeah, but it's going to be the Helix Rockets coming through. Locks down Erster as he was knocked to the ground. They'll find a little bit
just
more.
To buy time.
Yeah, and Kariv all on his lonesome will get booped off. They're just trying to keep him off the payload so they can get this completion. He'll get taken down. That should be it right here. Let's Diem and get on top of it.
0.06 meters.
Not going to get it. There we go. 3 minutes, 34 seconds for KongDoo Panthera.
I use makers or other unique picks to try and snipe away. No Torbjorn from KongDoo.
Probably a blessing here for the side of KongDoo Panthera, but already wakawaka getting taken out on that Mercy. Rascal also gets taken out. The pharmacy comp just gets absolutely devastated here as Mighty AOD posture forward. They take out Fissure, looking for Void, the last tanky member here available, and he's shoved all the way back off the point, so the cap on the first push here from Mighty should come through.
Just it felt like KongDoo Panthera was expecting Mighty AOD to vary up their offense just because Rascal and basically the pharmacy in general were just too far pushed up, died right at the start of the engage. Sure, if you're against some tanks, that might be effective, but Mighty AOD just ran what they ran before and got massive value.
Yeah. Triple DPS ripping right through them. And they'll go ahead, they'll get this cap, but now it's all into overtime on this push. We'll see how long they can stick. We've seen some crazy things in the past. LW Red playing online comes to mind with this.
Yeah, Fissure, if he had the Primal Rage, can sometimes do a solo jump in and displace people as this overtime starts to tick, but he's a long way away from that Primal Rage.
Yeah, but Diem's going to get picked off, so the backline going to be that much more safe. Only have to really worry about Ursa at the moment. Birdring has it ready to go, dashes forward, gets that melee hit on the Kariv to take him out. Now Ursa drawing out the Dragon Blade, trying to get this lockdown. Will be able to swipe his way through a kill onto Luffy, but can he get much more than that is going to be the question that needs so much more. And Mighty AOD suffering heavy losses. Nobody on the payload. Almost takes down into that overtime. As you can see, just this Winston and Primal Rage gatekeeping, trying to knock him off as best as he possibly can. Fissure doing so much work, getting so very close. Can't quite find it. They leap back in yet again. Fate tagging in onto the point. And now the Diva rejoining ThornCut, sticking forward. That's going to be the sound barrier coming through from the side of KongDoo Panthera, but Rascal not alive to receive it. And even with it, Fissure goes down.
He's done it.
Yeah, birdring, wakawaka, they both get taken out. This payload is going to keep rolling.
The contest there was so good at the final seconds, multiple people darting in, but enough time for the Diva respawn, and they even have some space control with the Diva self-destruct. KongDoo Panthera will get to reform right at the end for point B here with some ultimates. The Nano Visor, though, is going to have to do so much work.
I mean, Rascal, he's not had luck with that one so far. We'll see what he can do this time around. Self-destruct being thrown way deep in the back. Double kill! Rascal and Fissure both get taken out. Now the self-destruct use here from the side of Void finds the kill onto Sleep. Pops ThornCut out of the mech, but that's about all they've gotten so far. We'll see how long they can keep this contested. Just 1.56 meters in front of the point. Wakawaka gets taken out. Erster finding the kill. Pulse bomb thrown out from Diem. Not going to find the kill. Just gets the pop out onto Void, but he dies immediately after. And now it's all on Erster dashing around. Desperately trying to keep this alive. That's going to be a leap forward here from Fissure. All on its lonesome with the backup from Rascal. The only thing that can heal him up at the moment as they try to stop this out. They finally take him down. Sleep and Erster die. They'll hold it, but right in front of point B. If he can go ahead and take out Sleep, you know, that sole support, or the half of the support here, Kariv is on that. Yet again. And that would be a massive opening here for the squad as they continue to push forward. Diem trying to make some havoc here into the back line, trying to get in onto Luffy, who goes dangerously low. Might have to go ahead and peel back down to just a hair of HP, and he does get taken out in the end. Diem opening things up here. The AOD do suffer a loss of Sleep. And that second tick's getting ready to come through. You can see the leap in here from Fate. Goes forward, but it gets taken out immediately.
Yes.
Wakawaka coming up with a kill, and now they're just shoving them back. They should be the cap right here on the first push for KongDoo Panthera. Just under 3 minutes to deal with.
I wasn't impressed with the formation there. Fate jumping in alone. The bubble was never going to be enough against the damage that KongDoo
That needs to happen. Rascal throws out the barrage. Defense Matrix comes through for a little bit, but it's still enough time, enough of a window to take out Kariv. Will that be the game changer here, though? That's going to be the nano boost already used in onto Fate before he goes down. Self-destruct from Void, not going to find anything. Re-enters into the back. Pulse bomb comes down onto him, but he's still alive. And yet again, another Primal Rage thrown out here by Fate.
He tries to buy
time, but Fissure, with his own Primal Rage, takes out Erster. Wakawaka dying to Diem, as it's just Fissure against the world right now, smacking everybody away that he possibly can. Void gets popped out of the mech, will get taken down more than likely on the backside of this fight. Maybe they even just leave him out in the Baby Diva form, but just meters in front of this push. All that KongDoo Panthera need to close out Numbani, finally pick up a map, confirm themselves for the round of 8. It's in their sights, but Mighty AOD will not go down without a fight.
Their respawns will get there soon, but we're so close, 1.5 meters.
And they get it. Birdring needs to do some serious work here. Erster's been taken out. Big
alone.
delay tool with him and Sleep both being burned out. And Kariv, he swapped over to the Soldier. There's no heals coming through. Mighty AOD, they get taken down. And KongDoo Panthera, they finally pick up a map and they confirm themselves for the round of 8.
Yeah, the fans cheer as if the match is
very far forward here with this Widowmaker, and Rascal already wreaking havoc, but it's going to be Fissure who picks up the double kill and start things off. Fate and Kariv both going down. Birdring does go down in the end. Erster slashes his way through, but Fissure finds another kill.
And Achilles, you see why Widowmaker is so strong. It was not about headshots whatsoever. It's just the mind games. Two people were drawn. Both the Tracer and the Genji exclusively spent the first skirmish chasing after a Widow. The Zenyatta is dying so frequently.
Yeah. Even without a Sombra, I mean, you see that come through, you know that's a big opening there for them, but it's going to be the sound barrier coming down now. Luffy staying alive, has the Transcendence popped as well. They have a kill on to Sleep and Fate as the respawns will start coming through here from Mighty AOD, but multiple kills so they can finally posture forward in onto this point, maybe even get the first tick. Dash forward in on the Diem, keeps himself alive. The sound barrier comes down, and Erster does get taken out. Wakawaka with a boop, finishes him off. Self-destruct comes through, just find a kill in onto the enemy Lucio here. So it's an opening for Mighty AODs. They try to hold on desperately, and Kariv is swapped over onto that Widowmaker to try to open up some ground here for his squad.
The emergencies are already coming from Mighty AOD. Erster's onto the Mei on the respawn.
And Primal Rage use here just to smack Rascal off. He's going to sprint away as best as he possibly can with that. Winston still pursuing very deep forward. Finish him off, but still a couple members in onto the point, just trying to keep things rolling towards that second tick. They won't be able to get it though. See the swap comes through. Erster now over onto the Mei.
Yeah, he jumped onto the Mei very early in the piece, but we were tracking the Monkey being super mad.
This is the world here for the side of KongDoo Panthera. Yeah, hear that one come
on the
through. It's
Winston.
going to be on the Fates. He just zaps away, trying to find some kills. Self-destruct gets tossed out here from Void, finds the kill in on the Fate. Actually couldn't drop fast enough to get himself out to safety. Self-destruct finds Rascal as well, so it's going to be kills exchanged on both sides. As KongDoo Panthera all try to push forward in onto this point. Respawn starting to come through here for Mighty AOD as they desperately try to hold on, prevent that third tick from happening. But Kariv and Diem both going down. ThornCut joining them as he gets knocked into the mech, and now the sound barrier thrown down here by KongDoo Panthera, just trying to keep everybody topped off and safe. Here onto the point as it keeps rolling, but they haven't quite got that second tick. It's just 15 seconds out from overtime.
Yeah, the Kariv has actually jumped onto the Widowmaker. Just an emergency here.
Pulse Bomb finds Ursa, gets rid of that pesky May. No delay tactics coming through from that one. Pulse Bomb thrown out from the side of Mighty AOD, doesn't find anything. Diem goes down. The Helix Rockets from Rascal up on the high ground, able to take him out. Second tick has been found. Self-destruct zoning him back. And just in front of that completion now into overtime is KongDoo Panthera, only losing Luffy so far, and they're still finding kills. It's all on Urster and Sleep, who pops that sound barrier to try to keep himself topped up, but he's just getting booped off the point. That will be the cap here for KongDoo Panthera. Finally finish it, but in overtime in the exchange as Rascal dashes his way through, and Urster pushing very far forward here onto the low ground, just sniping away, containing KongDoo Monster back towards their spawn.
Yeah, KongDoo Panthera don't have position on the point. That's what happens when you have to drop back. They're waiting for a respawn and then for a last-second contest. Here is the contest they were looking for when they gave up the first tick.
Swiping away here, Rascal just throwing out these shurikens, trying to get these kills in, trying to build up for that Dragon Blade as best as he can. 70% so far accrued for him. This Dorado comes through, but he's still going to fearlessly dash forward. Helps come up with the kill in onto Kariv, but still second tick being gained here for Mighty AOD. Just a couple seconds away from having that one thrown up. Ursa still sniping away here with the Widowmaker, and Rascal getting jumped on, hounded down by this Primal Raged Winston as Fate just tries to take him out. No health pack there available for them as he tries to win the exchange but won't be able to do so. Fissure goes down off screen. Birdring just trying to clean up where he can. Second tick about to come through, and Urster gets wakawaka. Mighty AOD looking very strong on the attack.
Yeah, Fate especially did so much work. If you're trading ults with a Genji as a Winston, you're very happy because your backline, and specifically the Widowmaker, is free hitting and not worried.
By Luffy to keep himself alive. It's going to be the push forward coming through, but already Sleep's been taken out. Rascal now drawing out the Dragon Blade with the Nano Boost on top of it. Looking for a bit more. Won't quite be able to find, but still can poke out. But Mighty AOD, 3 members already taken out as Rascal rejoins the fight. Self-destruct tossed out here from the side of Mighty. Won't find a damn thing forward. ThornCut did get taken out by Birdring. And they're just going to go ahead, clean up house. KongDoo Panthera taking Hanamura for themselves.
Yep, they pick it up. Again, we're in a weird spot when it comes to hype because the large implications of this match are already gone, but KongDoo Panthera, well for KongDoo Panthera, we were cawing and awing over the shots from Birdring, but since then they've been frustrated. The swaps have come in late, and there's still good tools from Mighty AOD to full hold.
But Urster, here he comes, has that Dragon Blade drawn out, already finds one on the Luffy. Can he get more? Looking for Birdring, can't quite get in range.
Single kill.
Has to sheath the blade, but still Rascal goes down.
With ult.
So a lot of the DPS here from KongDoo Panthera has been neutered as wakawaka as he gets taken out. Void popped into the mech, will die. Birdring as well. It's all on Fissure and Luffy to try to keep the hopes alive as it's into overtime, but with them just getting picked off one after the other, it's going to be a full hold from Mighty AOD.
Full hold on KongDoo Panthera is not something I predicted to say in this series against Mighty. Being back an old strategy, but I like the time they're choosing to do it.
Yeah. Already a couple ultimates available. Urster with the Dragon Blade going to be one of them. See that Transcendence coming down, keeping it all topped off as he slices his way through, and Luffy and wakawaka will both go down. KongDoo Panthera already losing their supports. Earthshatter thrown down by Fissure. Tosses out the Flame Strike, but he's still going to get taken out right off the bat. Rascal desperately trying to buy some time here. Has the Blizzard thrown down, trying to pop ThornCut out of this mech, but Urster swipes his way through, and just like that, Mighty AOD will be taking us to Game 5.
Yeah, you just complement a strategy, but forget the fact that...
I ripped my shirt off.
Not yet.
We'll see about that one. Jump forward comes through from Fake, just trying to knock them off that high ground, but they're still holding firm. Double shields. That barrier on the right click here.
Golden Turret getting a lot of percentage, like you can see.
Yeah, and Urster going to be the first one to go down. Several members of Mighty AOD going very low. Fissure trying to get that fire strike out. Finds a killing blow. Won't quite get it. Diem's dashing away, trying to keep himself alive desperately here.
I mean, this seems like the sort of mad scientist stuff that Team Korea was doing way back when at the World Cup with their Sombra Torbjorn.
Make sure they can rip through, Earth Shatter, as well as an Nano Boost, so plenty of tools available to KongDoo Panthera. Let's see what they can get done. This is the Dragon Blade drawn out by Urster, but he gets taken out right off the bat. Fissure coming up with the kill and still has that Earth Shatter in the back pocket should he need to use it. Self-destruct thrown down by ThornCut, comes up with just a kill onto the Orisa ultimate and the turret. Won't find much more than that, and Sleep goes down, but Fate finally showing up off-screen. Primal Rage killing Luffy and Fissure. Could be the big opening here for Mighty AOD to try to get this first cap through. Second tick's already been accrued. They're starting to tick up as best as possible. Rascal will fall, and now it's all on birdring. Big recall comes through, keeps himself alive, but gets taken out by Diem in the end.
A couple of cleanup kills. The point will go over to the side of Mighty AOD, but you'd have to say this should be the main story because we are going to see that final second test on Urster. He's in the backline.
Yeah, has the wraparound. Luffy looking for the sleep dart. Won't be able to find it. Comes up with a kill. Meanwhile, wakawaka taken out by that self-destruct from ThornCut. And KongDoo Panthera with Void and Fissure about to go down. That's going to be the team kill. That's going to be point B. 45 seconds yet again on the clock as they complete.
Yeah, Urster so great. Diem and Urster have done a creative way to attack because right now it's looking tough.
Diem really playing with fire here. Nearly goes down, keeps himself alive down the sound barrier. Comes out from Mighty AOD, keeping everybody topped off as best as they possibly can. Be Urster drawing out the Dragon Blade, comes up with one kill. On the Rascal birdring does go down, only losing Diem so far, who can rejoin the fight rather quickly. That's going to be the Nano Boost tossed in onto Fissure, looking for that Earth Shatter. Hasn't really been able to line it up quite yet. Might just have to use it only on the monkey. Throws it down, won't get anything for it. Yeah, Transcendence comes out, just going to be pushing around that Zenyatta, who keeps himself alive. And wakawaka finished off by ThornCut as they desperately try to get this payload moving yet again. Just a few meters left to go. The cleanup finally coming
Only
through.
Rascal here.
Yet again, dashing his way for 3 kills. Rascal will fall. That's going to be the completion in overtime. Mighty AOD yet again showing up.
Yeah, full pushing. Eichenwalde now a very tall. It's going to go for the front door push this time.
Already scaling down here, finds Kariv. That's going to be a nice little start for the side of KongDoo Panthera. Can they find more? Barrage coming closer and closer. That's going to be the Earth Shadow thrown down. Finds 2. Yeah, Fissure and Void both getting knocked out, and the pin will take out the Winston.
There is the revive, though.
Sleep, that's going to be the sound barrier coming down. Keeps Sleep alive just the last second, but Fate can't say the same. Answered now by KongDoo Panthera, but Urster with the Dragon Blade goes high in the sky, takes out Rascal, looking for a bit more. The deflection not going to buy him too much ground when he's going up against the Winston. He will get taken out in the end. Pulse Bomb in onto Void, knocks him out of the mech as Diem comes up with that one and also finishes off Luffy. But now it's just a bit of a scramble. Everybody all over the place as Mighty AOD desperately tries to hold on to the point. That first tick still has not come through for KongDoo.
Yeah, the Resurrect didn't get a lot of value, but now we see Rascal back on, fires out the barrage, gets just the Winston and then falls down, so not massive value there either. And KongDoo Panthera still continue to be frustrated.
Yeah, took a lot of self-damage as well there, Rascal, so just set himself up to be picked off very swiftly.
Yeah, but the respawns are a lot closer. Reinhardt
comes out, can he find much? No, can't quite get Fate, but with Fissure jumping in, they will be able to finish him off now, trying to find Sleep. There's a fraction of HP left, does get taken down in the end. Fissure coming up with a double kill. You can see Kariv zoned back into this room, can't quite get to his teammates to try to keep him alive. Biotic Grenade comes down, does force birdring back for a little bit, but goes back in, finds the kill. And this finally should be KongDoo at least gaining some ground, maybe even that first tick on the point, if not the cap. Mighty AOD starting to get picked off one at a time.
Yeah, a lot of heroics from birdring, dueling out the Ana, then the opposing Tracer, finally the respawn advantage, gets them what they're looking for. They were never truly investing in the dive. Rascal actually jumped off the Farah onto Sombra right at the tail end of the point. They'll claim it, and ironically with a pretty similar time bank to what Mighty AOD. Very close.
ThornCut's waiting. He's going to have his self-destruct ready to go.
Moment.
It tosses this one out. Can he find anything? The barrier's thrown down by the winds, but he still comes up with a kill in onto wakawaka. But is that enough for Mighty AOD to maintain this hold? 4 minutes, or 4 meters to point 29. All that they need to do, and Void still has a self-destruct of his own, goes forward, tries to take out Kariv, gets him in the end, but they don't have it.
Void was off the point.
Mighty AOD, that's a C9 moment if I've ever seen one. Mighty AOD. Defy odds. They do not qualify for the round of 8, but they go out of Apex Season 3 with a state.